Counter-Strike has not been able to escape my mind recently. I wake up in the morning, I think about CS. I'm brushing my teeth or getting a shower, I'm thinking about CS. I'm eating food, I'm thinking about CS. I'm watching CS while I think about CS. I am playing CS while I think about CS. And then at the end of the day, I lay in my bed, and yet I still think about CS. These hours to days worth of thought has been going into grinding research on these teams at the Blast TV Austin Major, figuring out possible matchups, figuring out who's the best, figuring out who's the worst. And finally, I've come to a conclusion, and I have my pick'ems for Stage 1 of the Austin Major.
Boring!
First 03 team will be Chinggis Warriors. One reason is that I feel very uncomfortable saying their name because it low-key sounds racist, but also because they have not played well against local Asian competition, and I just do not feel confident in them. The other pick is, and it breaks my heart, is NRG. NRG is pretty decent on train, but outside of that, their map pool looks pretty rough. I would love to see them win a couple games. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Golden Knight!
My first 3-0 team will be Heroic. Yes, that's the boring pick. Yes, everyone is picking them to go 3-0. That's just because they're the best team here. There's a reason why Sampaius and Saul will be leaving for G2 after the major. As for my other 3-0 team, I'm going to be going Complexity. I think that, yes, even though they have some visa issues, they are still probably the second best team here, and Junior's still a pretty serviceable opper. With that being said, I think that Complexity can easily go 3-0 in this stage. I wouldn't be surprised if they lose a game, though.
This is what I live for!
The 3-1/3-2 advancing group is definitely the hardest to pick out of anything here. To start, I'm going with Namiga because of their very solid performance at their last LAN in ESL Pro League about midway through this season. And also, I just really like the name Risky Bob. That's a fire name. Next will be Wildcard. Stanislaw with prep time is probably one of the best players to ever do it. Would he take Simple or Zywoo or Device, or would he take Stanislaw with prep time? I think we know who we're picking in that scenario. Next up will be Bait. And I think Bait, I've been super high on Bait for a super long time, and I'm finally glad that we'll get to see them at a good event like the Major, where they beat Astralis to get here in the final match of the European MRQ. I have Bait going through either 3-1 or 3-2. Next will probably be the best, besides the Mongols, the best Asian team, and that is Tyloo. I think it doesn't make sense, really, for you to not have Tyloo going through. I have them possibly going 3-0 with how the seeding is in my final prediction. I have them facing Complexity in a 2-0 matchup where I think they lose, and then they probably win their 2-1 matchup. Next, I have BetBoom, and that is pretty much solely just in the trust I have in the core of Boomage, Zorte, and Axile, where all three of those are very accomplished players, have been around a lot, and I think with a lot of rookies or a lot of players with not much experience in this stage, I think that BetBoom's experience will be able to get them through to stage 2. And finally, this is mainly based off vibes that I'm getting, to be honest, but I have OG going through as well. And that is mainly because Nikodaz is a fucking demon in Tier 2. And let's face it, pretty much every team here, besides maybe Complexity or Heroic, are Tier 2 teams. Nikodaz farms that level of competition, and he'll be able to carry them. And there you have it, folks. I am easy. I came to you after days and days of thinking about these picks. And after I am right, you will come crawling back for my Stage 2 predictions from the best Faceit Level 4 North American.
My ice in my cup, diamonds they all in my cup, yeah. Yeah, my ice in my cup, diamonds they all in my cup, yeah. Yeah, my